As you may not know, maneuvering in the dating market can be a little bit tricky, especially today, especially with the devices that we have, especially with social media, especially with the dating apps out here. It can be very tricky maneuvering around. And so if you don't know what you are up against, especially as men, then guess what? You're always going to fail at dating. And today I would like to bring y'all a little perspective as to what the dating market has to offer and what happens when certain people behave in certain ways that lowers their market value. Yes, we all have market value in dating. Everyone does. Don't think that the richest person doesn't, or the poorest person, the least attractive person, or the most attractive person does not have a market value. Everyone actually does. And sometimes, well, I can't even say sometimes, for the most part, your market value can increase or decrease based on the decisions you make, based on how you look, based on what you create in the world, what you have, based on your income. There are so many different factors that can dictate your market value. And I know that some of y'all will be triggered by this. And honestly, y'all know that we do not care, because I am here to bring you the truth. I am here to try to help you as a better person, as well as learn how to be a better person myself. So let's learn and grow together. If we cannot do that as people, then what are we actually doing? Before we continue with this video though, I need y'all to do 3 things for me. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video so someone else can do the very same thing. And if they don't, then we're going to send 𝐖𝐢𝐭𝐡 after them. Yes, that's exactly who is about to describe to y'all what women go through in the dating market and what decreases their value in the dating market. People, or I would say women, will be triggered or get triggered whenever they hear that their value has decreased. And of course, they think that we are talking about in society as human beings. No, we are not talking about that. I believe that not everyone is created equal, but everyone should be treated as such, because we all hold value in life, in society. Well, some of us do. Other people do not even know their potential. And so their value decreases, especially as time goes on. Now, y'all have to understand something. Whether I'm talking to the men or whether the women are listening right now, y'all have to understand something. It is embarrassing for a man to walk into a room with a woman who has been with men that are either within that same room, or men that men in that same room know, or men that can point you out anywhere and say, you know what? I was with her. And the next man says, shit, I was with her too. It is embarrassing for the man whose arm you are on. Ladies, I'm here to tell you that. This is the reason why men, or let's say most men, let's say men of purpose, let's say men who have value, this is the reason why said men do not like promiscuous women. And when I say like promiscuous women, oh yes, we will sleep with a promiscuous woman any day, any night, anytime. Trust and believe. Y'all know how men get down. We all do. But at the same time, you have to understand that a man will not take you seriously. A man will not marry you. You may not even be invited to that man's home if you are a promiscuous woman. And there's a lot of other names for women who are promiscuous. We know this. Y'all know this. I'm not going to get into that, into the name calling. If you're a promiscuous woman, you're a promiscuous woman. You sleep around a lot. And so it's embarrassing. This is the reason why even myself, I do not date promiscuous women. No, we will sleep with promiscuous women, as I said earlier, but we will not date promiscuous women. We will not bring them home to our mothers. We will not marry. We will not take care, provide, or protect for promiscuous women. So those same women, they know exactly what they have to do in order to gain and garner a man's attention. Show their bodies off, but once they do that, what else do they have to offer? Nothing at all. So So those men do not stick around. Those men do not stay around. This is the reason why they cannot retain those men. They can obtain the men, yes, of course, by showing some skin, showing some butt, showing some breasts, but they cannot retain those men because those men are there for one thing and one thing only, for a good time, and then they're out. So Myron is about to get into the reason why said women, especially the women who are in the sex working field, have to buy men certain gifts in order to keep them, because we all know that a woman is not going to buy you a very expensive gift. No. In my experience of dating, in my years of dating, a woman is not going to buy you a very expensive gift. We buy the expensive gifts. Women would rather do acts of service for you rather than buy you something. It's just like my woman buying me something. I don't care about that. I don't even want her to buy me anything. It's not important to me at all. But the more she does for me, I love her more for it. And that goes for any men out there. So I'm not going to keep y'all long. Let's get into the video and see exactly how Myron explains the sexual market value versus the relationship market value that women face.
So there's two fucking metrics for women, all right? So obviously there's something called sexual market value, right? With your attraction level. But with women, there's two different levels. There's SMV, sexual market value, and then you have something called RMV, relationship market value, okay? So let's say you got a girl like a Sam Frank, right? She is, let's give her like a 6, like a little bit above average, right? She's a 6, right? Above mid, a little bit above mid, right? That's her SMV. But you're also gonna have something called an RMV. And this is the number that women never fucking understand. So their relationship market value is not gonna be based on their looks. It's gonna be based on their worthiness of being wifed up. You understand? Because as a guy, no matter how hot a girl is, her past, especially if she's a 3 or 4, can really fuck you up. Men lose status by being cheated on. Men lose status by wifing up 304s. So women that are promiscuous have low relationship market value. So it is possible for a girl to have high sexual market value while simultaneously having low relationship market value, okay? Very important for you guys to understand. Relationship market value versus sexual market value, two different things. Now that we've established this, since most sex worker females have above average sexual market value, they have no problem getting men. But they have a problem with retaining men. Strippers, OnlyFans girls, porn stars, etc. They have a very difficult time keeping men around. They have no problem getting men, but they have a very tough time retaining men. And this means when a girl has high SMV, but she can't keep a guy, this means she has low relationship market value. And sex worker women almost always have low relationship market value. So what they do, a strategy, which is also a big red flag for you guys that you guys need to keep in your mind. If a girl buys you luxury items or very nice things, the only girls I've seen trick on men like this are hoes. I'm just gonna call it what it is, all right? They're hoes. All right? And the reason why girls trick off on men like this, like you can see where her buying me on a Rolex or whatever. You guys know we had the throat goat on our shit, Selena Powell, spending millions of dollars on their guys, buying them nice watches, buying them designer, all this shit. That is a way for women to make up for their low relationship market value. Okay? When a woman has low relationship market value due to her profession, she's kind of in a catch-22. And the catch-22 is they make a bunch of money from doing the sex work, but this sex work destroys their ability to get a guy to take them seriously. So now they're in a weird place. So what ends up happening is she has to operate almost like a fucking man. To make up for the fact that she has low relationship market value due to her sexual past and her promiscuity, she has to take on provisioning duties. And one of the ways she takes up provisioning duties is by buying you gifts, paying bills, taking care of things financially in general, buying you a car, right? So this is how women that are sex workers typically get guys to wife them. Remember, they don't have a problem getting guys to smash them and date them, but a lot of them have a hard time getting guys to take them seriously. So one of the ways that they circumvent that is by tricking on these motherfuckers. Now, Fresh could talk to you guys about this in way more detail because he be around these bitches all the time. But he's told me They cry when they're alone. They complain how they can't find a guy. When they do find a guy, they go crazy. They spend crazy money on him. They give him gifts, all this shit. Because when you're a girl, right, and you're making $100,000 a month, being a fucking thought, that money comes at a cost. You sold your soul, so now you gotta buy your fucking man. You gotta keep him with you through acts of servitude financially. He's embarrassed to be around you. His friends make fun of him when you're not around. He gets clowned on the internet. So basically, you're paying him reparations as a female. That's what you're doing. When a woman has low relationship market value, she typically has to offset it by stepping into a provisioner status. Now, why is this bad? Well, it's bad because it naturally puts her in her masculine. When a woman is paying your bills and she's taking care of you, they get really fucking clingy. And not only do they get clingy, they get really mad if they think you're cheating on them because they think, again, this is the female mind, doesn't make sense, but I'm going to explain it to you guys anyway. They think, I make money, I pay for you, you need to be loyal to me, and then it's like they forget that they're sluts. Because remember, guys, women have a horrible habit of taking on masculine traits, thinking that it makes them look better or increases their sexual market value. It actually doesn't. And I'll be honest with you guys again. Most of the guys that date these OnlyFans girls or date these porn stars or these strippers that make a lot of money, most of the time, it's lower sexual market value men. Right? Maybe he's good looking, but he's a bum. And what he'll do is, he'll use that chick, smash other girls on the side, tolerate and endure the roast that he gets in his friends group. You know that group chat is frying him all day. You date this bitch, you stupid. So they look at it like, look, if I'm gonna go ahead and have my image tarnished and people roasting me all over the fucking city for being with this girl, I need to get my pound of flesh. But, like a typical idiot that sex workers are, they're completely unaware of the fact that as a sex worker, you don't get to dictate terms. And not only do you not get to dictate terms, you gotta pay the bill and shut the fuck up. And if you do catch them cheating, it is what it is. But since women pay, and they make money and they got status, they think they can boss you around. They think they bought you as their boyfriend, but they didn't. So it's very important for you guys to understand this dynamic. That a woman that has high sexual market value is not the same as a woman that has high relationship market value. Now I know what you guys are gonna ask next. Yo, Myron, what should we prioritize? You need to prioritize the relationship market value. I don't give a fuck if the girl's a 9. If she's a 9, but she has low relationship market value, that's gonna be a headache waiting to detonate all over you.
This is where us as men, we tend to look for a woman with aesthetics more than anything else. Yes, we focus on a woman's aesthetics. Oh, she has to be fine. She has to be a 9. Oh, she's a dime. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. She's a 10. Oh, I want her so bad. She's an 8. This is where us as men, we're visual creatures. We always focus on the wrong things. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. It's how we were created. And so you will get a woman who is so-called a 9, who is so-called an 8 in society's eyes, a beautiful woman in society's eyes, because as y'all should know, well, that's what they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I don't know about all that because some of y'all actually think y'all are 9s and 10s, but y'all are really 2s and 3s, but I digress. Now, as men, we concentrate on the wrong things. We always do. We focus on a woman's aesthetic and how she looks, her body and everything else. Yes, we're visual creatures. That's how we get aroused. As men, we don't get aroused by a woman telling us how much money she makes, where she works. No, we don't. Y'all know this. We've been trying to tell women this forever. And whenever you do pick up the masculine traits that a man has, as far as buying gifts, taking your man out, paying the bills for your man, yes, that's a masculine trait. Whenever you pick up that masculine trait, you're not doing anything but taking care of a woman. That's what you're doing. Your man is not a real man. He's a woman. He's a bitch. He's a chick That's what he's doing. So you're basically a lesbian. You're dating another woman. And it's not going to last long because sooner or later, y'all are not going to like each other anymore. There's going to be some type of resentment there, especially on your part, because you are not being what you were born as. You're not being a feminine woman. You're being masculine. And that man, he's not being what he was born as. He's not being a masculine man. He's being a woman. So there's going to be resentment there sooner or later, and you're not going to like each other anymore. So this relationship, this arrangement, this situationship, whatever it is doomed. It's already doomed. You're headed for failure already. You just don't know it yet. And whenever you have to buy gifts for a man, trust and believe. I'm pretty sure your grandmamas have told you that once you buy a man some shoes, he'll walk out of your life. Yeah, y'all have heard all of this saying. It's metaphorically speaking. She was basically trying to tell you, ladies, that the more gifts you buy a man, you continue to buy a man, you try to buy a man's love, he's gonna walk out of your life. Why is that? Because there's a reason you are buying these gifts, and it's not out of the kindness of your own heart. No, it is probably because you have been a promiscuous ass woman. Yes, and you are trying to buy this man's love and attention. Because you know, once he finds out that you were either a sex worker on OF, that you were a stripper, that you were online showing your body, you're on IG showing your body off, because you claim to be a baddie, as y'all say, guess what? That man is going to leave you because it is embarrassing to walk into a room with you and stand there amongst his peers of men. We have worked too hard as men to gain the respect of society, to gain the respect of other men, to be in a room with our woman who is a sex worker, who has done sex work on social media, showing her body off for every other man to see. I guess y'all don't understand how embarrassing that is. It's just like you as a woman walking into a room with a broke, poor-ass man who can't even afford to buy you a drink, let alone pay for dinner. Do you see how they both go hand in hand? Do you see the comparison? It's the very same thing, ladies. So you have to think about it. Before you go around sleeping with all these men, opening your legs up for all these men, and then expecting another man to come in and wife you, walk into a room with you, holding hands, arms around you, and claim you as his woman, claim you as his wife. Guess what? Think about the broke man walking into a room with you, not being able to pay for anything, and all your lady friends are looking at you like, why are you with him? He can't even afford the bare necessities. Until next time.
If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content.